First off, I would like to start this Indigenous business spotlight by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we're all on at this moment, and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. I also like to extend that respect to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today watching this video. I am Brianna, and I am part of the Keriba Building and Construction Program team. The program is designed and delivered by Tagai Management Consultants and supported by Construction Skills Queensland. Today's Indigenous Business Spotlight will be on Strait Support, a deadly business that is 100% Indigenous owned and operated, delivering a variety of construction and labour services throughout far north Queensland and the Torres Strait. Here with me in the meeting today is Shane Louis, who is the Managing Director of Strait Support. Shane, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm quite all right. It's kind of drizzly outside, so it puts a bit of a downer, but that's all right.
Yeah, same up here.
Yeah, it's just up and down Queensland. Now, Shane, Strait Support is proudly 100% Indigenous owned and operated. So what are your connections to your culture? Where is your mob from?
So I'm from Darnley Island in the Torres Strait. We're out in the far northeastern group out here. I'm from the Sisaram and Zagareb tribes. I grew up out here on Darnley Island. Did all my schooling out here, and this is where I'm coming from, talking to you today.
That's wonderful, because I'm a Somerset woman myself, and I've never been to Darnley Island before, and I've always wanted to go.
You will have to come up.
Jealous. So I think that it's amazing that we're able to integrate our culture into our businesses, and I think that kind of gives us a kind of an advantage. And Speaking about business, would you be able to give us an overview of Strait Support?
Sure. So Strait Support has a few branches to the services that we provide. We are a licensed labour hire business. We also hold our QBCC builder's licence. We also offer earth moving and minor civil plant hire works, and we also provide concrete supply to the region, and that's pretty much all to the areas of the Torres Strait.
Okay, that's wonderful. So what is currently happening with the business? Is there any new and or exciting projects that are being worked on?
So we've just completed concrete supply to a new Telstra tower that's being installed over at Cuban Village on Moa Island. We normally don't do too many projects this time of the year, simply due to the fact that we're in the middle of wet season.
Yeah.
We normally work fairly hard from April right through to December or early December, and then we normally have like 2.5 months stand because it's just raining out hard.
So how did you make the decision to do this project, even though it is in wet season? Was it because it was a big project, or? Yeah,
correct. It's a very big project, and it was too hard to not to do. Too hard to refuse, I suppose. Didn't want to turn this one down. Telstra being such a big client, and being part of a project that would improve connectivity in the region, we were never going to say no. Sorry,
no,
we can't get there till April. They wanted to do it in the middle of wet season. I said, righto, well, I'm going to do it with you. So we were very fortunate and lucky enough to have, there was rain leading up to the project, and it's raining now, and we were just very fortunate enough to be able to deliver the project in the sunshine between showers.
It was so lucky.
Yeah, very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Or do you have any favorite projects that you've done so far? How long has Strait Support been operating for?
Strait Support's been operating for roughly 6.5 to 7 years.
Wow.
We've had the opportunity to go to many of the islands in the Torres Strait. I don't have any particular favourite projects that we've been a part of, but I do enjoy getting out to the other islands and producing and providing some employment opportunities you know, improving the current infrastructure that's there on the islands to basically make the islands a better place for those particular communities. We love nothing more than going out to, let's just say, York Island, Coconut Island, Stephen Island, and doing a job, whether it be supplying concrete, installing new fence, doing some maintenance works, or just assisting other building companies with our labour hire. Yeah, they're all good and they're all fun, and yeah, there's no real favourite. That's all.
I think it's great that you're providing these services all around the islands. Do you do far North Queensland as well?
Yes, we have done work in the past in Cairns.
Oh, yeah.
But when COVID first came on, there wasn't a lot of movement. We couldn't move very freely within up and down the coast or in and around Cairns. So, and we managed to secure a lot of work in the Torres Strait because no one could sort of come in or out. And so the last 2 years, or I suppose year and a half, we've just been fully focused on doing works in the Torres Strait only. And yeah, we as I said before, we enjoy it, and this is where we want to be.
That's wonderful. So talking about COVID, actually, as a remote area business, how did you manage? Did you do? It seems like you did pretty well, especially because you were doing all those projects up in the Torres Strait. But is there any advice that you could give to remote area businesses?
Yeah, I suppose we were fortunate enough to be in the region when other contractors could not enter. So we were able to secure those works. As far as advice for other businesses in COVID, look, I did make it well known that we were here to potential clients that were doing works. I said, hey, look, this is the business, this is what we do, this is where we are. If you need any assistance or whatever, let us know. So I suppose the message here, or the bit of advice I could give, is just reaching out and advertising again by phone calls or emails to say, this is us, this is what we do. Let us know if you need a hand or two.
Okay, so it's like putting yourself out there, and then also I'm guessing networking is very important. Just having all the right contacts at the time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just even though you might have told them before that you're here and you've got a website and all the rest, just pick up the phone again and say, this is what we currently have capacity, this is what we're doing, and just a friendly reminder of what you do, because we all live in a busy world, and the clients that would normally have your details can easily, look past it or just forget.
Yeah, right. So with your projects, do you kind of just try and take every opportunity that you can get, or is it more you're kind of picky as to what you choose with your projects?
Well, I suppose in between what you just said, we do like to be part of projects that are meaningful and that has longevity, sustainability. I do know that with some projects, maybe the funding isn't quite there. So rather than do a 100% completion high standard job, they might want to do something a little bit less. I don't believe in that. I believe that the project should be built to a very high standard and nothing should be skimped. I have been requested before to replace some parts of a infrastructure and not all of it. And I will 9 times out of 10 say, no, I'm not going to be a part of that. We need to go whole new. So yeah, we do when we do have a bit of a pick and choose, it's just all about making sure that the infrastructure gets done to the highest standard possible, because we're in such remote areas, and the community deserves nothing but the best, from my mind.
Yeah. Is it usually the Shire Council that contacts you for projects, or is it just private businesses that are asking you for these type of projects?
A bit of both. So Darnley's in the regional Torres Strait Island Regional Council group, and if I'm not contacted directly through them, then I would be contacted through one of their contractors or a big firm that's been awarded the job. So it'll come either from one of those that will reach out and ask for a price and ask for availability and gauge if we're interested to do the job or not.
Oh, wonderful. Well, now before we finish this Indigenous business spotlight, is there any bits of information or advice that you'd like to share to our Far North Queensland, North Queensland, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander building and construction businesses?
I don't have too much to offer in terms of advice, but coming from what I've done, it was just a lot of sacrifice and a lot of commitment for an up-and-coming business. That's probably the best I could offer. Without those two core elements, you will struggle. And if you just keep those two together and have your goals set and focus on it, you will continue to go through it and succeed.
By sacrifice, do you mean like time and money, etc.?
Yeah, time. We got big families, so missing family events that comes into it. Not being able to just you can't make everything because you need to be somewhere else, or you need to be busy at work, or you need to be doing projects. So sacrifices in that sense, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Family events.
Yeah, sacrifice. Setting goals as well. Is that what you mentioned?
Yeah, sacrifice, setting goals, just being committed to the cause. So if you set out to build your business, or set out to be a plumbing service or a concreting service or whatever it is, it's just, keeping on track and just being committed to the cause 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no weekends. Every day is a work day, and you just need to be ready for it.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you so much, Shane. I would like to finish the way that we started. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are all on at this moment, and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. I also extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today watching this video. If you're an established Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander business and operating in the Far North Queensland and North Queensland regions, contact us and apply to be part of the program. We would love to have you on board so you can see videos like this with Shane. If you are a buyer, government department, or industry supplier who would like to support the program, we encourage you to contact us as well. If you're looking for a business who is in Far North Queensland and the Torres Strait Islands that provides services in labour hire services, concreting, earth moving, etc., Strait Support's contact details will be in the description. Once again, I'd like to give a big thanks to Shane for being here today, and to everyone watching, have a nice day.